Hello and welcome to this installment of Playing with Food. Today we're going to be covering trash can turkey. Apparently this is something that's been going on for quite a while. About 4 to 5 years ago, when my lovely wife suggested that we prepare our turkey in this way, I really thought she needed to seek some professional help. With a quick Google search, I figured out there were thousands and thousands of videos out there of people demonstrating this. We did have a couple of take and bake pizzas in the fridge. Ended up being the juiciest damn turkey I've ever put in my mouth. So today we're going to show you how to do it. First things first, you're going to need a dead turkey with no head, no feet, and all of its feathers removed. Quick work. So here we have our turkey. Took me a while to catch this guy, but I was faster than he was. One other dish we're preparing today is re-smoked ham. You've had refried beans and you know they're way better than fried beans. So we're gonna re-smoke a ham. How do we do this? Well, you buy a smoked ham and heat it up on the smoker. We do that for two reasons. It keeps the oven freed up for heating up other things, keeping other things warm. And on top of that, you just add more smoke. Now, one of the most essential items you are going to need for this method is something like this fella. These are not sold in stores. This one was made by a gentleman I've never met. His name is Mark Kuhn. His wife actually works with my wife, and they've done their turkey this way for years. As you can see, it's just a big metal stake. I believe it's made out of stainless steel. Got some crossbars on there for our turkey to kind of perch himself on while he's being cooked to death. This part's going to go in the ground, and this is going to slide all the way through the turkey. And we'll show you how that works in the morning. Now, another thing that comes in really handy is a wireless meat thermometer that pairs to your phone or some other device to tell you the internal temperature of the turkey. Funny enough, a 20-pound turkey using this method takes, according to Google, 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours. So thanks for nothing, Google. We've always just done it for 2.5 hours and it's worked out great every time. But this is a nice little added layer. So as you can see here, we are ready to go. What we've done, drove the stake in the ground. We've lined the ground with some foil just in case there's anything nasty underneath. These things holding the foil down are going to go away here in just a second. Of course, our smoker's ready to re-smoke our ham as well. Okay, so as I was saying, I almost forgot to take the neck out, Clark. These are my turkey gloves. They have been heavily sanitized since they were purchased at the hardware store, I promise. But yeah, the funny thing about the turkey is that Benjamin Franklin thought that the turkey, or at least the wild turkey, which, let's face it, were the only kinds of turkeys back then, should be our national bird. Now, you know, he was instrumental in the founding of our great nation. That doesn't make much sense to me. These are the ugliest damn birds. They can't fly. I mean, how would that Bette Midler song go if it had been our national bird? So we ended up going with the eagle. But in a nod to the turkey, we decided to make it a tradition on the oldest American holiday to eat them. So here we are. Our turkey is on the stake. This must have been how Joan of Arc felt. I'm going to run in and get the butter. But yeah, you know, let's face it. The eagle's a much sexier bird. I don't really find them sexy, but as far as birds go, definitely sexier than this ugly bastard. You have to put the war paint on before we light the fire. Yeah, so one thing about doing it with this method is you don't want to season it. It'll end up burning the crap out of it. I don't know from experience. That's what as they say in certain parts of Indiana, that's what I was told. Almost hit one of these things once because they can't fly. Came so close that afterwards I thought, maybe I should have slowed down. I think he might have stubbed his toe on the windshield and scared my wife. So, obviously, not everybody that does this knows a blacksmith like Mark Kuhn. They don't have one of these handy-dandy stakes. I think people might use just a wooden stake, maybe make a cross at the bottom for his little feet to lay on. Judging from how hot I think this thing gets inside, I don't know about using wood. So, probably find somebody that can weld if you want to do this. Or watch a couple more YouTube videos on guys that really know what they're talking about. Before you do this, each year, you definitely want to build a big fire in this trash can to get it nice and clean. That's especially important the first year when it's covered in all that galvanized stuff. Gotta burn that off. You want to try to get this thing centered as well as you can. I'm going to make a little indentation in the foil and see if I'm centered. Looks pretty good to me. So right back down in the same spot. Here we go. Yeah, I used to curl these 30s. I use the 20s now. But these are great for holding down tin foil or the cover on a hot tub. Then the other big question, how much charcoal? I always go with exactly 4 small bags of Max Light charcoal. Because just like anything else with an open flame, it's an exact science. Oh, there's nothing more Indiana than standing out here with all these dead leaves in work boots that probably have remnants of dog shit on them. You never really know, so you don't wear them in the house. I strategically placed the camera in the spot where my middle-aged ass wouldn't point at it. You're welcome. Now, I've never done this before. I've seen people do it. Put some charcoal on the top. Since I have extra, I'm going to go ahead and do it. It doesn't make much sense to me because heat rises, but maybe that just holds the heat in. I don't know. I forgot to mention that our wireless meat thermometer isn't wanting to talk to my phone this morning. But like I said last night, we've always just done 2.5 hours. And I'm getting it on early enough that I can obviously check it when I take it out. And if it's not quite ready, throw it in the oven for a little while. Because yeah, that's the one drawback to this method is once I light this fire, obviously I can't check the bird in any way, shape, or form. It's magic time. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. Blah, 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 blah. Always warming up out here now, huh? Burn the house down. Oh, hey, yeah, going over there now. So yeah, just let that magic do its work. It is 3 till 10, so this thing should be ready to come off at 12:30. We'll eat at 1. Probably more like 1:15. Oh yeah, let's re-smoke that ham. Yep. You always want to smoke with locally sourced hickory. Local, sustainable, all that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's our turkey. Good to go. All right. Yeah, I know. I won't come in until the flames are down. That's the same spot as last year. All right, let's see how we did. It is 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Looking pretty good to me. Let's check the temperature. Oh, man. Okay.
It's a little early.
Is it cold?
No, but it's
Oh, look at that. Get in close on that. Look at that gorgeous brown. Or gorgeous red or whatever, reddish brown. The most important thing about carving, at least in my book, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but is to cut it nice and thin, because you want all the surface area. That's where you get your flavor. Good Lord. Because people can always take 3 slices if they need to, if they need more. So, take this bitch inside and get ready to carve.